reality sets in, and we're here.
Respect isn't given, it's earned. In blood.
Boxing King Media, delighted to be joined by James Dean Fury out here at the Cannon Hill Arena. No, it's Cannon Medical Arena, I think it is. But yeah, we're here in Sheffield, and you've come to support Gradus Kraus. Big fight for him. How's things with you, first of all, James?
I'm all right, thank you. I'm not so bad. Yeah, I'm just coming here tonight to support Gradus Kraus. Get the job done tonight. You know, I reckon he'll do it in very good fashion and get the win. That's the main thing. And he'll have a good performance for sure. And I've come to support him. My Uncle Peter's here as well. There's a few of us here. My brother's here and his friend. And we've come to show support for Gradus Kraus.
Well, before we speak about yourself, I'll speak about Gradus. It's a bit of a mad fight. Obviously, you've had the experience of, just bumped into one of your ex-opponents who was massive. He's jumping up to cruiserweight to fight a guy that he's got an amazing physique, big bodybuilding physique, but he's a big puncher as well. And he was in Team GB, so Peter's been raving about Gradus, saying how good he is and he's not afraid to fight anybody at this stage. Mate, this is like crazy. He's taking him out at 24 hours notice.
What it is, I've known Gradus for a few years and I know what Gradus is capable of. I've seen him, I won't mention names, but I've seen him beat world champions up in a boxing gym. And look, yes, it's a step up for him in a professional fight. I've seen him spar much better opposition, but I don't think this man should be too much of a problem for Gradus, to be fair. That's not me being cocky on his behalf. That's just what I think. But I don't think this guy will be too much of a problem for Gradus. I've seen Gradus do a number on people, on very good people in the gym.
Have you been across to Holland as well? Have you seen his home life, etc.? You been there?
I've been there before, yeah. I've not been there recently, but I've been there before. He lives a very good lifestyle. He trains really hard, and he's very, very determined to get where he wants to get. And I wish him all the best. He's very good talent, he's a phenomenal talent, and I hope he gets there.
Yeah, because I did say to him a while ago, I'm intrigued to see how travellers in Holland live. Is it the same type of culture? Do they live in the same sort of communities, etc.? Or maybe you can tell me.
You know what? I don't know. I've not been around their culture. The only travellers I've been around that's not English is Albert and Gradus, and that's it. I don't know any other ones. But they live like a proper boxers elite lifestyle, because I wouldn't know what any non-English travellers how they live, because I don't know. They just live like an elite boxing lifestyle. That's what they live.
Okay, great stuff. So you're expecting him to win by knockout. This is going to go out after the fight, so we'll get to find out if you're right. But what prediction, what round, what are you saying?
I think Gradus inside 4 rounds. Could be 3. That's my prediction for Gradus tonight.
Right now, you'll either be getting hammered in the comments, or people will be praising you for Gradus and for yourself. And then with regards to yourself, last time I spoke to you, it caused a bloody shitstorm online. Obviously, you had that fight on Sky Sports. It was like an amateur tournament in Manchester, which, if you look at the comments, a lot of people thought you won. And obviously, I did that interview with you where you was quite emotional after the fight as well, which is good because it shows how much it meant to you. Yeah. How long did it take to get over that?
What it was is just... is what it was. It's only a boxing match. There's bigger problems going on in the world, and it's just a boxing match. Yes, I was upset because I should have won the fight. It was by a country mile, won it by miles, and I never got the decision. Everybody knew I won anyway. I was, like I said earlier on, back a few months ago. I'm glad it was all over the television, all over Sky, because we all knew who the real winner was. I'm not disrespecting the lad or any of his team whatsoever way. The lad come, he showed up and he tried his best and he got the decision, but he never won the fight, like we all know.
Fair play, and like you said, it wasn't his fault, and obviously it caused a bit of a storm, but it's good sometimes things like that, you guys might end up fighting each other in the pros. So, and your fans will be curious to know, what is the current plan right now? I know you're going to get back into the gym in the next few weeks, but what's the plan?
The plan for me is to get back sparring again, get back right, I'm going to get these amateur fights in, I'm going to turn over, and I'm going to put there's a storm coming, it's called the James Dean Fury Storm, and it's going to come, and I'm coming hard. I'm going to do my old man proud, and I'm going to be a world champion for sure. I'm not coming to mess around, I'm not coming to do anything like that, I'm not just being a talker. I'm going to put my fists into action and show everybody what I'm about.
You know, right now there'll be people who haven't seen you fight. I'm pretty sure somebody watching this right now will be thinking, oh, another Fury, but can he fight, etc. Because people just start comparing, don't they, when they hear the name Fury. But I'll assure you, watch this guy's highlights. He can really, really fight. But the ones who are saying that, what do you say to them right now?
All they've got to do is just search me up. Then they'll know how good I can fight, you know, and follow my journey, and everybody will see how good I can fight, because I am the real deal. I'm not just saying it, because I'm not going to say it, then get to go and get knocked out. You know, I am the real deal. I know I am, and I believe me at my best. When I've had a good camp, good sparring, there's not a man on the planet on my age that can beat me. I don't think anybody can beat me. You know, I think I'm the best on the planet, and that's just what I think. And I know that anyway, because the only times I've ever lost an amateur fight is where I've been robbed or I've beat myself. That's the only time. No one's ever beat me because they're better than me. I've only lost a few amateur fights anyway. The rest I've dominated, but I don't think there'll be anybody in the pro ranks that'll be able to handle me, because I'm gonna come through, put some serious statements in, and be a world champion. Not just to be a world champion, I'm gonna be the best on the planet. And by the time I retire, I will be up there with Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, all them big names, and I can highlight my words, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I love that. Some serious confidence there. And again, the world we live in now, people will be watching you say all that, going, fuck, you know, what's he on about? Where's all this confidence come from? But again, like I said, judge him when he retires, when he's done, and then when he fights as well. Because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to believe in you. Do you know what I mean? That's the world we live in.
100%. Yeah, look, if I've got big dreams and I don't believe in myself, but everyone does believe in me, it's not going to happen because I don't believe in myself. So I'd rather no one believe in me, but me believe in myself, and then I am going to do it. I've got more of a chance doing it, you know. But there's only a handful of people that believe I'm going to reach the top, and that's all I need. All I want around me is my own team, my own people, and good people around me, you know, like yourself and like my Uncle Peter here, everybody. You know, I've got good people around me. I don't want to know any more people. I don't want no more people in my circle. That's me. I'm happy as I am. And with the team I've got now and with the people I've got now, I can reach where I want to be in my life and in my boxing career.
I respect that, and I'll definitely be there supporting you and cheering you on. Has Peter's personality rubbed on you in any way? Because I know Peter's a big advocate for what's going on in the world right now, and he's always out there speaking about it. Has any of that rubbed off on you?
Of course it has. You know, I've been around my Uncle Peter from being 13. Obviously, I've known him all my life. He's my uncle, but I've been around him and spent a lot of time with him from being 13 years old, and being around him day in and day out, with him all the time, going everywhere with him, up and down the country, all around the world. Yeah, a lot of stuff has rubbed off, and I've learned a lot off him.
What have you done? What kind of things would you say?
Have you got an hour and a half? Have you got an hour? Yeah. Well, look, I've learned all sorts. You know, I'm not going to go into detail, but I'm very, very switched on to any other 19-year-old, especially with the boxing anyway, because that's what he's been learning me all these years, boxing. You know, anyone my age is not switched on like me with the boxing. There's a lot of people my age that's really good, but not the brains I've got. You know, there's no point in being a good boxer and being a big stiff robot with no brains, is there? You gotta have a high IQ, and you gotta be a clever man. This is a thinking man's game. You've got to be a clever man. You can't be just a tough man, can you? Otherwise, you'll end up with brain damage when you're 40-year-old. Look at Mayweather. He's a clever man, isn't he? His brain is intact. He's had 50 fights, undefeated, and he's happy as Larry. You know, look at the other. The list goes on. There's people that there's clever men, and they know when to stop and they know what to do, and then they've got no brain damage today, have they? Millions of pounds in the bank, and they're happy. And that's what I want for myself. You know, but I'm going to keep there. I'm going to keep going, and whatever God's got planned for me, God's got planned for me.
Peter, love you switched on about boxing, life, the world, everything, which is a good thing. Last thing I want to ask you, what did you make of the press conference the other day with EUBANK Junior, Ben? You know, a couple of questions within one. Are you team EUBANK? Are you team Ben? And what did you make of the whole press conference drama?
I'm team EUBANK. I agree with everything what EUBANK's saying. The man speaks his mind, and full credit to the man. Whatever comes to his mind, speak. Whatever you've got in your mind, speak it, and that's it. Believe it. Believe what you speak. Speak what you believe, sorry. You know, that's it. I've got nothing to say about that. Fair play to EUBANK. Good on him.
James, any last words before I let you go? Shout out your Instagram as well so people can follow your journey.
Yeah, my Instagram's at James Dean Fury. And my last words is Jesus loves you.
and we're just confirming your pro debut when it does happen. You're gonna, because you've said you're gonna be the next Ali, so you're gonna have to show it up in the ring. I want to see a full white gown, white robe, white shorts with obviously with his JDF or James Dean Fury on there. Does that sound about right? Or maybe the greatest.
Well, yeah, there we are. Right, but I'm saying it all in white. I'm doing it. Look back in this video. Whenever my debut may be, that's it. I'm doing all white. I've said it for you. There we go.
Doing it. We're gonna look back at this in a couple of years' time. Yep, sorted.